Interesting.
This is a draft that Live to Win won with yesterday. Nature's Prophet, Faceless Void. The missing pieces are Earth Spirit, Bat Rider, and Invoker. Does any of those three heroes actually fit in when there's Alina Magnus on the table? If we think about Earth Spirit, for example, Earth Spirit doesn't directly synergize with Faceless Void.
Mate.
He's banned out. All right, so we can forget about that. What about
nice
Phoenix?
Is
a replacement?
Yeah, it is for sure.
Okay.
Phoenix is a very classic pairing with the Void. Of course, you have the Chrono plus the Egg. A lot of team fight presence now, and that's what you need especially when you want to put that Fury into that 5 role. So this is kind of a big indicator that Fury could be that 5. They still can easily put it offlane and pick up a strong 5 if needed. But again, I feel like when you have overwhelming team fight with your 4 and your carry, you can be a lot greedier with that 5 position, and that's maybe what they're doing. For Brame, though, they have gone for a very staple of just the Magnus. You see from the bans of Live to Win, they've had to take away the big hitters that love playing with Mag, the AM, the PA, the Troll. Brame then kind of go for like the 6th best core with a Magnus, which is the Juggernaut. Not so good nowadays, but against the Phoenix, against the Fury, you will do pretty well. You have the Battle Fury to always get out of Sprout. You're going to have the Ags build to be very obnoxious. And you have the Spin, the attack speed to deal with the Egg. Issue is when the Chrono's on top, Jug can die quite quickly.
Now, give me the Bat Rider. So, even though the Earth Spirit banned, the Phoenix is an Earth Spirit-esque type hero. They've got some similarities. They've got mobility. They've got slows. What they do have is their stun in a slightly different manner, in a sense. And then you've got more damage, maybe. Well, dot damage. Well, they both have dot damage. They're similar, in a sense. The other one just has a silence. And there's a Slardar instead of a Bat Rider. So, what's your take on this?
Slardar is, I think, before he became the #1 offlaner in the patch, he was the go-to hero against Juggernaut, simply because the idea of the bash goes through the spin. You never have this threat of Juggernaut always split pushing, because one blinky Slardar boy comes in and completely takes away the Jug's presence in the game. So, yeah, it's going to be hard for Brame, and they go for a Pugna. Nice. So they're countering the
Chrono.
We have to look at, so if we slow down the analysis for a second and just simply look at the team fight right now, Live to Win, they have the laning presence with the Furion, with that Slardar. But then the big picture team fights, when they collapse on the map, they don't really have a lot of damage. They have Furion out, they have maybe some like Fire Spirits plus Egg, and whatever the Corrosive Haze target is, that should die to the Void. But there isn't that big surprise we've got you, surprise for jumping, killing you. And that's where Brame now, they can completely remove both Slardar and Void with this Pugna pick. And now all the pressure is all the damage is coming from Phoenix and Furion. And it allows this Brame lineup to be super mobile and aggressive. They ban out both Storm and Ember, both great spirit heroes that would be super in your face and hard to deal with. They're great against this Pugna as well. And they just need, I think realistically, you want to pick up a position 5 here that can give some laning pressure. Maybe even like a Crystal Maiden here would be very good. That extra mana for the Pugna, that attack slow plus the root to deal with the Slardar in lane. And it should allow your lineup to just push really far forward. The big issue there is you put yourself in a position of you don't really scale beautifully into the game, because you eventually just lose every team fight when Live to Win have the items. But early on, you can completely punish the lack of that damage like I mentioned. Oh, they go for a Tiny.
Okay, Tiny comes out. I like the idea of the Pugna in the lineup just because of the capability to prevent the Void and the Slardar from dishing out those dangerous right clicks. Same thing with Soneko buffing up those heroes, so it's kind of counterproductive for Live to Win to fight against the Pugna, since you can't really dispel the Decrepify in any way. Tiny's going to make things a bit difficult. Who is Tiny laning with? Is this a mid Tiny? Is this a 4 Tiny with a mid Lina? Alright, Void Spirit coming out. I would like to see Lina go against the Void Spirit. It's actually a mid Pugna for Wish. Okay, alright.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And it's a 5 Lina. Okay.
Okay.
I really like Live to Win's lineup. I think they have the idea of how to fight. I mentioned the spirits being very good for Live to Win. They Brame ban out 2 of them. Then Live to Win pick up, the last good one remaining. Actually, wait, the last one remaining. And yeah, I think they have the late game secured. And that's been the big savior for Live to Win, the eventual ability to scale into the game. But the way that Brame's been playing, they have the heroes to 100% punish what Live to Win's trying to do, which is survive and then win. Because they have the tower damage with the Bugner. They have the early map pressure and the desire to fight with the Juggernaut. That constant need to reset is on Live to Win's side. So yeah, I think this will be all-out aggression from Brame after about 10 minutes, and Live to Win looking to counter fight, win the fight, and prolong into around about 25 minutes, where they will then suddenly be destroying every fight. But this is Brame's game to win within the first 15-20 minutes of the game.
So we're going to see Brame control still continue from game 1. Because that's what we're feeling at right now. It feels like we're going to see Brame continue from where they left off in game number 1. I would also like to remind all of our viewers, and yes, I will add a sellout to this, of course, because Monster is helping us organize this tournament, but alongside that, we had a brilliant idea yesterday with T.
Yes.
We confirmed this from you guys that you wanted minimap analytics to come up. We did not have it for today. But I will promise you, I'm working my hardest to get this idea approved, and we would have it for the new patch, because if there are map changes, that's the main thing I actually I'm waiting for from the patch, is minimap, either changing the minimap to something newer, or map terrain changes with these new paths in the trees. Maybe Roshan Pit moves 2 pixels to the right or the left. That's what I'm waiting for the most, the map.
Panda, you've got it wrong. It's now not neutral items, it's the neutral map. You must kill neutral creeps to discover parts of the map. When you find all 8 parts of the map, you get a complete mini-map. But during the first 4 minutes of the game, there is no mini-map available. After the 4-minute mark, that jungle starts unlocking a 10% chance to drop map components. If you get the top left piece, you see only the top left part of the mini-map. You heard it here first, guys. 7.28. You have to be pirates. You have to find the map. That would actually be so memey, you know?
That is so memey, but man, that actually sounds super sweet now that I think about it. That would be awesome. Because you're
the pirates, but ahoy! We gotta smoke! That failed.
There's no booty to be found here. There's no one there. There's no money. There's no heroes available. Brame. I think Brame tried to do these first blood shenanigans yesterday as well with those early smokes, but this time doesn't pay off. Didn't they? They scored first blood in last game. I think didn't they fight here? Yeah, they did. They fought right here, and Wish got first blood. It was. They killed the Drow with first blood from the Wind Ranger. That was the one. Yeah. So confidence of winning game 1, getting first blood in game 1, looking for it as well in game 2. Look at the body blocks on this tree, and free money for Spartan. 1 CS before the game even starts.
Cheeky.
Skylark.
That's all I got to add to that, mate.
Alright. I was kind of hoping to see Skylark use Skewer onto Seneko there, but especially when he's seen those treants being leveled up. Though he didn't. Could have forced the cheeky teleport scroll.
The nice thing I like about, as well, the Magnus going into the off lane is it allows him to get to an item timing where he can enable his team. He likes to buy mech, he likes to obviously buy Blink Dagger, and this will be where that team timing of that 15-20 minute mark will come into a strong play for Brame. If they put it into the position 5 role, you have a non-factor in your team whilst trying to play aggressive. It'd be a really hard game to play. So I like how they identified that and put the Mag into a core role.
Yeah, core Magnus. Skylark has now had 1 good game of landing big ultimates. He's got another hero with the same mechanic. Maybe we'll see some sick RPs too. Because I did miss almost every single black hole last game, except for the last one, which was the one that mattered.
You're not meant to admit that, mate. You could just say that. No, because like. Okay, mate. Okay, fine. All right,
I'll admit it. I'm a man. I can admit my mistakes.
Oh.
I'm happy with it.
Tiny and Mag were trying to make some toss plays, but they realized that Skylark didn't have skill, so it was like, oh, this toss doesn't do anything.
Hoping to get the cliff to go through at least. Maybe a bit of there. Hoping to get at least Avalanche. The sad thing is Damanan is actually walking back home.
Yeah, this is the Fury effect in these lanes. He buys the Blightstone, he just right-clicks relentlessly. He's got 4 branches, he's an absolute trooper. But he's even tipping him.
Okay. Keeping the creep wave in place with the treants tanking the damage. Denying them as well, so that Skylark doesn't get any XP. Stomanen is back. Looking for 1 CS. He wants to get that treant. He really wants it. Bit of some baffling going on in bot lane. However, in top, we haven't really looked at this. We talked about the Jug Slardar. You still got spin, but your bash, the stun still goes through. It does soak up the damage, does it? No, that's physical. The bash of the deep is physical damage, so that goes through the spin. Yes.
But not in 6 hours. Also, quick little patch note: the bash will going to be pure damage, and it's only going to need 2 charges. I say that again: 2 charges. Sorry, I thought I'd just meme it a little bit, you know.
Enough is enough, T.
I don't know.
You need to draw a line somewhere. The pirate map was fantastic, and I was like, okay. Now we're just getting bad ideas.
You know, no, the pirate map sounds amazing. Oh
it
my
was
god.
Amazing. That was actually really good. You could even make a mini game out of that or something, you know.
I'm just trying to think of it. Imagine like the TI cast. Oh my god, Liquid! They found the middle piece of the pirate map. They are able to start ganking mid lane. They have the vision. They have what you know. Like that just sounds so good.
It does. It sounds good, and it's like you know the other one has an advantage over something. But I have to ask a question regarding that.
Have
you ever played the Heroes of Might and Magic game series? Ever? Have you ever played any of them?
Not, no.
Oh man, if only, because I thought you were referencing.
Mate, I've only played Dota, but my mind it extends to places I've never been before. I am creativity.
So the mechanic, simply said, in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, you find pieces of puzzles from monoliths. While Lena's dying in top, and that's gonna be first blood for Afterlife, and he dies to the tower. Focus gets that one. So you find pieces of the puzzles from monoliths, and once you have all of them, you find the location of the Holy Grail, which you need to go and dig and bring back to your home, and then the Grail turns it into a mega city. So imagine something like that. You find something that either creates your mini-map whole, you have to bring it to your Ancient, and your Ancient gets something from it, like, you know, maybe an extra scan activates or something. I don't know. But those are like the things of dreams.
Just
sometimes memes.
TLDR, you just want to have dumb shit in the game, right? I think that's the easiest way to describe it. You know, excuse my language, people, but we got a new patch upon us tonight, you know.
I think it's all we're thinking about. Though, at least for the viewers, I hope you guys are enjoying right now because we're having a fun time. I hope you're having a fun time. I think that's the most important thing is, you know, enjoy the time together.
Gotta relax, mate,
it's Christmas season. We're like exactly a week away from getting presents. I don't know about the UK. Do you get yours in the... I thought you get like your presents in the morning as well. Because I remember living in the UK when I was 5. That's like...
25th of December, mate. You wake up in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
Santa's coming. Bossman Santa comes through. You get your Santa sack. You open it up. And yeah, just have a good day. Then eat some nice Christmas dinner. Some turkey or something.
Nice. Yeah, because we have it on the 24th in the evening because, you know, Santa lives really nearby, just like a few hundred kilometers away from where we live. So he takes over the trip.
He doesn't even have to fly over, right? Just kind of like tosses it from a distance. He's like,
he's just driving the highway.
Oh, yeah, all right.
He usually likes to come with a car.
I don't know why, but I keep wanting to use like British terms here. You know, Bossman comes, parks up sleigh. Throws man's prezzies. Oh no, I can't. I'm losing it. I don't know. I'm just so giddy for a patch.
That's a nice bunch of presents there in it.
Yeah, we go. Yeah.
Oh, what a lovely chav.
Why I got Cole in this?
Anyway,
what's wrong?
FN pretty deep under the tower. Wish is right there to drop the ward. Fends off the Void Spirit. 38 CS, 29 on the Pugna. I'm really waiting for Wish to start pushing those towers with explosions. But Stomanen wants to fight. Here comes the... Oh, look at that damage. But that... Wait, that tossed it like absolutely nothing. That...
The regen rune!
Oh, success. Wish. He takes that moment of pause in the river, just stops himself. He's like, okay.
Oh,
never mind. You just
don't worry, guys.
lost your
This has 7.28. No more regen runes at the 4-minute mark.
Everything is gone. They're taking it all away.
Towers gone.
Courier.
Ancient gone.
Power
Courier's
Tread's
gone.
dead.
Skylark gone. Sorry, I thought I just...
Power Tread's gone. And the deny on the tower. Split kill. Oh, Soneko gets it.
Yeah.
FN wanted it.
Yeah. He was trying. He was very giddy. But this is why Spirit, Ember, Storm, Void Spirit, all very good against Pugna. And the idea that you naturally want to keep chipping, but if you ever start chipping at this mid tower, that voice rip really comes into play. And
beautiful connection there. Canceling the Icarus dive with the Avalanche.
nice.
LSA stun. Right clicks coming through. Spartan's just having the time of his life right now. NT is coming in though. Pinging it out. Soneko's in to do some trouble. Tiny, where's your Quelling Blade? Where's your Tangos? You don't have it either. But Spartan's there. You don't need a Quelling Blade. You've got Alina, who's just forcing Soneko away. The spin comes out. The Avalanche comes out as well. Slaughter in big trouble. But he gets the hit through. And he's trying to run 3 HP. Run to the Roche pit. Come on. Wish. Looking for the explosion, but no, he didn't actually cast it. He could have preemptively just cast it there. But he's a smart guy. He thought that it's not going to happen. Spartan's dead. Oh well. Yeah.
Rough start for Brame in this game for sure. They're trying to force the objective, but just the movements from the voice pro are just kind of dismantling a little bit. And then the Slaughter, when you get into that river, you just get to zoom away without any pressure. It's minute 8, and we've not seen this mid tower have any real pressure. But FN is doing a really good job at just mitigating Brame wanting to just apply that natural pressure that their lineup does apply.
Another rotation here onto the Nature's Prophet. Soneko falls down to Wish. The help of Stamana and Spartan with the stuns. First kill for Pugna.
The important thing to note though, if you look at the net worth, is the fact that Jug is #1, Void is about 500 gold below. And it's going to be that potential disparity that will allow Brame to exit this laning phase and really try and push that early advantage together. Especially when you have the Empower factoring as well. You've not seen Mag even pair with the Juggernaut yet. So this is purely just focused, just farming more efficiently.
Patch 7.28, Centaur Stampede now stuns on impact once again.
Perfect
Meanwhile,
stuff.
Juggernaut getting stunned up. Omni Slash goes through. It's a very slow one. No egg for Immersion, but it just keeps getting split between Soneko and Immersion. Afterlife also runs out. The Pugna Ward will be destroyed by FN. And a friendly tip. I wonder what that was for, though. Why is that on Dream?
Simply because he TP'd top to a fight that Brame were already disengaging from.
Alright.
Normally, Void likes to leave the lane, pop Chrono, get the kill and pressure, but here he doesn't really muster anything in his rotation, so
Yeah.
kind of that's my guess on the tip.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Man, thinking about that Centaur Stampede stun, that was one of the most broken things ever in Dota history when Centaur was released.
Dire's structures are
That
fortified.
Stampede stun, the damage it dealt also was like, ugh.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Just run at people and they'll just almost die instantly because of the Centaur coming at you.
Don't worry, there'll be something quite ludicrous like that
There will be.
in about
We
6
thought-
hours time.
Yeah, we thought neutral items were going to be the downfall of the game, but look where we're at. We're still going down. It's like Lina in trouble. FN chased up. With the corrosive haze, he has the right click damage to get the kill. There's a PE rune waiting. We go for the Hands of Wish. Immersion now hits level 6, so Egg is available. And 4 heroes of Live to Win, all somewhere around this mid area. So do they back up the Phoenix? Are they looking for a pick-off? See Dream wants to use that Chrono. Look out. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's going to be up TP from Spartan. And he's in the middle of everybody. Everyone's just like, hello. Enjoy your TP. Roar to the face. The black cats are meowing. And that is a dead Spartan.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Oh, they're going to get this tower. Is there
Yeah,
anything else
just the way
happening
in
on the map?
which they're collapsing this map. They're utilizing the pressure from the Void Spirit, the tower taking potential from the Furin, but also that threat of the team fight with the Phoenix and the Void. Live to Win, they bring all 5 heroes, and Brame, they can't really do anything right now. They're a lineup that they want to play around the Pugna, but they can't do that right now. And once Juggernaut gets to maybe Manta, that's when we're going to see the tempo of the game flip. But Brame, I'd be kind of scared if I was them right now, because they're not the ones dictating any of the early rotations, allowing Live to Win to have a complete map to farm up with arguably the greedier lineup.
Skylark's almost got a mechanism on this Magnus. Interesting item pickup here, but I feel like he is the right one to carry it in their team. They've got a lot of squishies in their team. They definitely need that extra bit of sustain. Talk about a lot of item choices you could go for. You always see like Magnus maybe opting to go for a tiny bit of extra damage, maybe a aura item to help out your team, maybe the blink dagger to help yourself, to help your team with the big ultimates, but I think Mechanism is the best item choice to go for here on Skylark. Just because of the squishiness of their team.
Oh, 100%. Like, it's all about itemizing for that big 15-20 minute fight, and if Live to Win ever wastes Chrono, that's when Brame should be able to punish and win the fight, and that's what they're going to look towards. This Magnus will be tankier. Lina, unfortunately, the top lane does go down. Fury ult, plus many bashes and a corrosive haze.
Yep.
It's one squishy Lina.
Yep, same
But
thing
meanwhile,
with MP.
Saneko, yep, getting the same treatment.
+5 for +5. Well, Skylark, RP used on FN. Skewer, Icarus dive actually brings immersion with him. Still going at Skylark. Focus is coming in. He's got Omni Slash. He's got Mask of Bandit. He doesn't want to use it on FN because he'll just instantly break it with Dissimulate.
Yeah.
That's the worst target to Omni Slash. You pop your ulti, you're like, oh, I kill avoid. Oh. What happened?
It's actually, yeah, it's not comfortable. Hold on. Is Spartan just dying again in top lane?
Oh, he is. Gets a 2-man stun, though, but I don't think he
just
saw
dead
the remnant.
again.
Your cause meets
Yeah, nowhere to run. Bottom, how? Oh my
Oh,
god. Soneko is telling us.
Soneko?
What is this?
No, he's
Okay,
he's
okay,
just
he
alive.
lives. He lives.
Yeah.
He lives. They could. Tiny could have technically tossed something on Soneko there
was
momentarily. If he
nothing
just
there to
instantly
toss.
walked into lane, but he doesn't want to reveal himself. But now he's revealed. This is scan. Now they spot him.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Oh,
Again,
boy.
Brame not really hitting any of their timings right now in regards to the idea of pressure. It's Live to Win who have been able to do that simply because of that fury and presence across the map. But Tiny expertly breaking the smoke and instant killing the void.
Absolutely beautiful. That was calculated. That was so calculated. Decrepify, Tiny combo into Pugna explosion and suck.
Very good.
And onto Saneko. Make it a double kill even.
That's a doubly. Yeah, that's what they say in the business.
Yeah. Spicy that one is. Wish has been playing great this series so far.
Yeah, very aggressive, very in the face of his opponent. But the key thing is in this game, he is being a little bit more disciplined simply because he knows that if he gets... Oh, wow. Focus just Omni slashes the Slaughter in top lane. Just deaths occurring everywhere for Brame.
Finding a solo pickoff, and Soneko's just respawned. He's gonna sprout this boy.
Nice body
Blunting
blocks.
blade. Okay, that's a body block there. F-Fan. DD rune. No Slardar, no corrosive haze. They're gonna have to rely on just pure right clicks here. It's gonna be enough. Dream finds a revenge kill. Chrono's still available. Looking for Spartan here. Doesn't want to use it though. There's still a Wish who can come in to rescue. There's a Skylark RP as well on the Magnus. This DD will run out.
Unfortunately for Brame, they just weren't in position to be able to try and make a counterplay there. But again, you can't, right? Like, you've used Omni Slash aggressively. What do you bring to the fight? If the Void just Chronos plus a Void Spirit with DD, like, you can't really turn that around for Brame. But they'll be happy with how some of their earlier pickoffs have gone. And I think we're going to be waiting for Blink Dagger on Magnus. Most like, oh, Poden's actually going to Glimmer Cape just to try and offset some of this early damage. And then the Manta and Juggernaut. Once they have these three items, Glimmer Pugna, Manta, Juggernaut, and Blink Magnus, that's going to be a big go time for Brame to start trying to punish. Because if they wait any longer, Void Spirit will have Ags, Void will have his own Manta, and this game will get very, very hard for Brame.
Live to win. Game 1, they tried Roche at 16 minutes, didn't succeed. This time, 15 minutes in, feeling that the game is much more even, much more in their control. They will secure this Roche.
They have the Slaughter, they have the team fight spells, the Chrono, the Egg. Brame just can't contest this.
Yeah. They had Slardar in game 1 too, but they were a lot behind in that game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. But this is why Slaughter is such a strong hero. Like, realistically, what has Old A done in this game? Not much. You know, he's farmed up his Blink Dagger, he's died, he tanked an Omni Slash, but then as soon as Omni Slash is on cooldown, that's when the hero just goes, all right lads, come with me, let's go Roshan. And now they're gonna have a 16-minute rush and be very confident on the map.
At least Soneko will be quickly picked up here in bottom.
But so is
all the
Wish.
vision there. However, though, Wish got that Glimmer Cape TP home.
Chrono him. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Successful Chrono.
I've seen the future. You're not.
Is that the first Chrono?
Will be cooldown for a bit less than 3 minutes, but on the positive side, because they just secured the Aegis, they are actually going to get that ability off cooldown and be able to chrono with Aegis still up. So I
The
think
thing
that's...
is, though, for me, this early Roshan is actually more of an indicator of live to win. They want to just quickly obtain a window to continue farming. I'm seeing it as in 10 minutes time, when that second Roshan's up, Brame are going to have the items and confidence to contest it. And that 26, 27-minute Roshan will be the time where Brame could easily win this game, simply because live to win took it so quickly that the Aegis and Cheese Roshan is going to be during Brame's biggest timing that they can present in this game. So an early Roshan that allows live to win to farm might be their downfall, where Brame can capitalize on that and then get and reap the rewards once they're, again, like I said, with that farm.
Yeah,
the question
very
is,
likely. Very likely.
The rebuttal to that is live to win. They have to pressure the map. They have to force Brame to have it like not that great farm during the next 10 minutes, because if they equally scale, it just makes it a little bit awkward going into that second Roshan.
Interesting. What's the reasoning between Faceless Void going for Manta style? Because there's still an Empower for Juggernaut, so that Omni Slash is still going to hit on several targets.
It's potentially to get rid of the decret from the Pugna inside the Chrono, and it's also just to deal with the Void Omni Slash. No, the Juggernaut Omni Slash.
Yeah,
if he gets caught off, he can disconnect.
Yeah. That's the thing with the Omni Slash, because you still got you still got Magnus in your team with Empower. Okay, FN
It's still
setting up a trap.
the idea of disconnecting. Yep. A trap has been set. Wish is somewhat out of position.
Very good
There
jump.
isn't a Chrono.
Get Spartan
right
at least. They're going to take down Wish instantly, and that's your big damage source gone. Spartan chased away. The Yules into the air. Tiny will be spotted. And this was actually a tiny blink. And will be pretty much unused. FN. The trap, the vision was given. And here's the Omni Slash. And Skylark is looking for that RP. It's got Mechanism. The Ek will explode. Jug's going to get stunned up. And Jug's going to go down. Dream will get this one. Skylark is also being chased up as FN's right next to him, but he won't spot him. So Neko sees him teleport away. 3 kills. Ulti's being used. And this was without a Chronosphere. It's coming off cooldown in 7 seconds. This is massive for Liv to win. Tiny doesn't get to use his blink. Magnus just got his blink, and he couldn't even get his RP off that fight.
Like, how does Brame take that fight though? In reality, their entire build is about blowing up the one hero. With that early Aegis from Liv to win, you don't have that threat. Like, let's say there was an Aegis on the Void there. He will connect the RP, the Omni Slash goes off, maybe kill the Void, the fight's completely different. But because of the Slaughter, because of that 16-minute Roshan from Liv to win, they can brush off any of this aggression from Brame now. Like, they're so scared that one wrong RP without Chrono being used just means all structural damage comes into play from Liv to win. So it is a very scary point in the game now for Brame. They need to get over this Aegis hurdle, keep up the farm, and then look to take the fight after, punish that second Roshan and make a play. But Wish,
So
he just
Neko's
can't
coming
play
in as well. He's the one with the detection. They're going to throw the Chrono, and he's going to catch Spartan as well. They're going to leave Pugna to witness the death of his friend as they both die. Tiny eels into the air. Brame about to lose their base. Domanen gets hit by Dream in the middle of the fight.
but behind the tier 3s at 20 minutes, mate. They just have no cares what Brame present in this point now. They've overcome the hurdle of what Brame wanted to do in this game. They've outplayed them and now outscaled them.
There's no creeps to take the tower. They only just arrived. At least they're going to get themselves that objective in the end. Also a tier 1 tower snatched by Focus. Chrono now cooldown for 120 seconds. Aegis runs out in 8 seconds. Now Brame might have a timing, or I won't say timing. I think I would say more of an opening. Was that a knock on wood?
Sorry.
Sounded a bit like a knock on wood. Like, all right, opening. Let's see. Still 6k ahead, almost 6k also in XP. FN finds himself a Skylark Magnus in the trees. Afterlife will come here as well. Focus, Omni Slash is ready, doesn't want to use it. He felt like using it, he gets silenced up, uses his Mask of Madness there. And wait, what? How did I not see Dream is just dying in the backline? What happened to the Faceless Void?
He just died, mate, didn't he?
He just died, but why?
Honestly, mate, I can't give you an answer. I was looking elsewhere.
Well, this is big for Brame now because not only did they only just get a tier 1 in top, they find themselves a pick off with a hero whose Aegis just expired. Chrono's still on cooldown. They can get another tower for themselves. Roshan is up in 2 minutes. They won't get to fight Roshan with the Chrono on cooldown. Both are going to be up. The ability and the... I was about to call Roshan a hero. But
7.28, baby! Roshan! If you are queuing for a game for 12 minutes and don't find a game, you get to join as Roshan in someone else's lobby.
You may hire Roshan as a mercenary for 5 minutes. Imagine like Roshan walks up to you. Rosh just walks up to you in the jungle and goes like, stand and deliver. It's just, give me your money. Okay.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You know, highwayman Roshan.
Yeah.
Okay,
5k up though. Roshan may respawn within a minute and 16 seconds. This is what I mentioned earlier in the cast. It's the idea that Brame, they have to survive and utilize the second Roshan. They need to find that big pickoff. We just saw the Void out of nowhere just die by himself. Most likely to the Avalanche plus Decrypt combo. If that comes into play again, this could be the window where Brame unlocked that Roshan. But it is a scary time.
They're smoked up behind Immersion. He's like, I want to show you my egg. I want to show you what I've got. Magnus in the front. He's got himself some healing. They're going to take down the Phoenix. He doesn't even get his egg off at all. He's going to TP back in though. Brave, they need to reset themselves momentarily. Tiny's almost falling down. And FN gets the kill. Spartan gets the stun. Dream is coming in as well with the aggressive jump forward. Looking for the Chrono. The RP comes out. Do they have the W? He comes out as well. They're going to take down Dream. He just explodes. 50 seconds. They're going to go with the egg as well. But they can't hit it. He's hidden inside the Sprout. Emerging gets the egg stun off. And all of Brave are just stunned right now. As well as Slardar in the front. FN into the air. Focus trying to run away. Gets caught by the Remnant. Burns alive by Immersion. And as Wish, he's going to get stunned as well. FN just keeps on rampaging at them. And he will continue to deliver the pain. Soneko double kill. Afterlife goes on Spartan as well. Stomanen trying to make a run out. And Brame will lose all 5. Sprouted up in the tree. Still toying with this Tiny. They're not actually going to kill him. They're just going to let him live and witness what just happened for Brame. Live to win. Take down 4+ buyback by losing only the Faceless Void and a buyback on the Phoenix.
TLDR, Phoenix buys back. They have outpost control. Soneko sprouts the egg. You can't see the egg. You can't hit the egg. Egg goes off. You win the fight without your Void. Live to win. Pretty cool. Was that good? Did you like that? I was trying out a new style of analysis there.
I don't know.
Short
that
and sweet.
Says everything we need to know. That was exactly what it was because I was like, okay, they kill the Phoenix, but instant buyback. They have the outpost control. They can TP back in. Brame, they were in an awkward position. They were position-wise very. They were very awkwardly positioned in their own jungle as that Phoenix was about to finish his teleport. FN, some crazy plays on this Void Spirit, just harassing and bulking and annoying. And Soneko, that Sprout egg combo.
Amazing stuff. But look at the repercussions now in the game. That second Roshan spawns. Brame were unable to win that that fight just before, and now live to win. Walk into it once again, utilizing that Slardar and instant smoke up. They have egg available. They have Chrono. They are ready to take a fight. Brame, they have really nice defensive vision right now, covering their defensive tri-camp. But how realistically do they kill anyone? Like I mentioned before, Brame, it's all about that big explosive kill, that one target. Ideally the Void. He has the Aegis. You can't commit RP. You can't commit Laguna. You can't commit Omnislash. The entirety of Brame's lineup now is very much a kind of an on or off type lineup.
Okay.
They've just used everything on a Slardar.
Okay.
All the spells I just mentioned, they just thrown the kitchen sink at the Slardar, the guy without the Aegis. But that is how they want to take the fight in the big picture of the game onto that Void. But when the Void has Aegis, they're like, alright, we'll do it to literally anyone, just to show that we can kill someone.
Okay.
And Tiny's dead in top lane.
Bit of a revenge kill. It kind of looked momentarily that the Tiny tossed the Void Spirit. But then he got the Simulate off at the same time, but Toss never actually went on cooldown, so I was like, wait, what happened? Though, in the end, 1 for 1. And back to action. Still 640 for Roshan to spawn. Our Aegis is still up on the Faceless Void.
All right, let me just recycle my analysis. All right, so what Brame need to do, they need to wait out their second Aegis. They need to wait for that window after, look for a fight, try and get the third Aegis and get the Aegis cheese and maybe that Ags. That will then offset the idea of the team. But both of these lineups have such big team fight in the idea of when they kill his core, it will be we commit that big chrono, we commit that jump, and if they have that Aegis, it's amazing for both teams because you have to eat through that big spell that they want to utilize. And Live to Win, they have Phoenix Egg, they have Void the Chrono, Brame, they have Omni Slash, they have RP. So either team right now needs this Aegis, but bot lane, so, you know, the Magnus, he does eventually get found. Maybe he can blink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Space
and dead.
creation, at least a little bit. Not too much of it, though.
Creatures die the same as the wretched.
Yeah. He's at least trying to force Live to Win to look in a different direction other than Brame's base. But with the mobility...
Oh, look at that, the jump in the Chrono. They're going to catch the Juggernaut, and Jug will eventually die from this, and they will get focus. Wish...
He doesn't have buyback.
They're going to have to rely on this Pugna, Lina, tiny combo for 60 seconds. 60 seconds is the timer right now. At least the tier 3 tower will be taken. Looks like they're going to take these mid-racks for themselves. Live to Win. Looking a whole lot stronger here in game number 2 compared to game number 1. They've also been given their opportunities. They've also used their opportunities very efficiently. FN. And he keep a clean sheet this game. 8-0-11. 2-man stun from Spartan. Buying a bit of time. 30 seconds gone. Still 30 seconds to go for the Juggernaut to return. Skylark has RP. Bullying the Faceless Void. They know the Aegis is there. The toss. Nice blink back all the way. Glimmer does come out. Nice skewer play. Still bringing the Faceless Void back. If they're able to kill him here. Oh no. Disjoints the Laguna Blade with the Time Walk as well. So Lina ulti just goes down the drain. The kitchen sink that just got thrown at Slardar before. Water leaking all over the place. "29 minutes. And a smoke from Brame. They've smoked up with the Juggernaut. Do or die. On to Dream.
Exactly
like
that.
Now this might just be Spartan. He's got a smoke popped up, but they're just going ham straight to FN. They want to kill this Void Spirit. They will get the kill. Here comes Dream though. He's all in between of Brame's heroes. Gets bashed up by Focus once. He's very low on mana as well. He doesn't have more than just one more jump on his Time Walk. Meanwhile, Pugna getting controlled by Afterlife and Dream of the backline. They've also got Immersion coming in. Soneko TPs into this fight. Wish is still burning alive with a Sunray, and Afterlife gets the final finishing blow into the face of the Pugna.
Where's the damage? When they don't have Omni Slash, they just don't do any
only
damage.
control him. They can only control him and keep them away. 1 for 1. Both mid heroes dead. Now onto Focus. The egg will be used as well. The stuns from Afterlife. The spin never gets off. They never get it. And Lina will die as well as consequence from this Phoenix egg finally exploding. Live to Win are looking up to tie this series. Lina bites back, but what can he do with it? Like you said, where's the damage?
All the buybacks. Live to Win just really confident in this game, really just punishing the moves that Brame wanted to make and never allowed them to hit their timings. Diving continuously into base now. They have no fear. With no Omni Slash, no RP, there's nothing to stop Live to Win from jumping in. Void, he has the Scarred, he has the Manta, he has so many ways to disjoint and disconnect and also survive through these engagements now. Taking bot racks, moving towards top, it's doom and gloom for Brame.
Soneko, Afterlife, in the front line here. 50 seconds no Lina, 15 seconds for Jug, no Omni Slash. And Chrono is available. Skylark, one more skewer back onto Slardar. Absolutely no damage. They're controlling, yes, but just no damage output left. Dream has all the time in the world to just hack on this Pugna ward. This last lane of Rax Focus. He does get popped by the Remnant Afterlife with the stun. Live to Win, they're playing it very calmly. Goes in with the Chrono, with the Time Walk. One hero blinks out, but the Juggernaut's just dying. He's just burning alive. Wish is dead. Focus is dead. GG's called. We are going to a game number 3 between Live to Win and Brame.
Yeah, much better performance from Live to Win. I think they just had a draft which completely countered Brame in the idea of if Brame doesn't perfectly execute their hyper aggressive early game, kind of mid game pushing lineup, then the eventual scaling of a Void of Phoenix, the annoyance of the Voice will come into play, and that pressure from the Furin that he provides, and then of course that Roshan from the Slardar. Like it was a really beautiful draft that Live to Win constructed, and Brame, after they got like 3 picks deep into the draft, they couldn't really pivot away from the idea, that key philosophy that their draft had, and they were never able to really put any of these timings into effect simply because every time that Roshan was available, Lipton was able to snipe it away very quickly with the Slardar. So I think unfortunate for Brame in the second game, it does show that Lipton, when they have the ability just to crush a game all outright, but this was very much a draft where Brame, they needed to execute at some like TI level to be able to just really pull this off, and they didn't have that kind of gusto in them to really get it going. And maybe it's a product of the early rotations. I didn't really see the supports play with the Pugna early on. It was the Void Spirit really dictating the early tempo. And it is hard because when the Furian's in the game, the Furian does simplify that aggressive nature, and Live to Win favoring that and are utilizing that. So for Brame, really rough game for them. Interesting draft, but against what Live to Win have, you win maybe 1 out of 10 games, 2 out of 10 games.
Yeah, this was not the game to win, so to say. And also, Live to Win, when they won yesterday with almost a similar draft like yesterday, they decided to go back to the Soneko NP and bringing out the Faces Void for Dream. It's a winning combination for them, so I wonder if Brame is going to be banning one of these heroes out in our next game, since an NP is very commonly banned out against Live to Win. Against Brame, you're going to ban IO. These are most likely going to be our first phase bans, but is there something else you would add drafting-wise? Is there something that might change for Game 3 based on what we've just seen in Game 1 and Game 2, T?
I think just the simple thing for Brame is not to overcomplicate things. Like they played really well in Game 1, and I think just having a way to force the objective or have a timing that they want to meet. Because in this game, like Wish and that, he didn't really have a moment where he could confidently tell his team to follow him into the action. He was fully countered by just the corrosive haze of the Slardar, the aggression from Void Spirit, the chrono from the Void. Like this Wish as the Pugna could never really get anything going. I think he is instrumental in dictating the overall game plan for Brame, where he has to force out these early rotations to unlock the jug game, to unlock the mag game. So I'd like to see Wish just on a better hero to give him that forward moving ability, or at least cover his hero with the necessary bans. If you're going to pick Pugna, you need to have Storm, Ember, and Void Spirit most likely banned, because these heroes just completely overwhelm the hero in the into the mid game.
Well, one more game ahead, at least in this best-of-3 series between Live to Win and Brame. Winner takes number 1 seed into the playoffs and goes up against Yellow Submarine. Which one is it going to be? Well, we'll have to find out after the break.